Well, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. It looks like we've got a lot of people online right now, and so excited to kick this webinar off. I'm excited that you're here. And just as a quick side note, we had the glories of technical difficulties the very moment we were starting. My co-host, Lauren, had some technical issues, but I will go ahead and get us started. So excited that you're all here. We have people from all across the country that are here today. And so we're excited to have the opportunity to connect with you, to talk with you, and to give you some updates on Field Agent. You'll have the opportunity to hear from Mark Yount, our president and COO of Field Agent. And so excited to get to introduce him in just a moment. But hopefully, Lauren will have the opportunity to join us here momentarily. This is the world that we're living in right now. But hey, I see that a lot are already chiming in the chat. So that's really exciting. So by all means, feel free to let us know, where are you? I see some Courtney in Union City. Good morning, everybody. Eau Claire, Wisconsin. That's awesome. We've got Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Arizona. Good morning, Michelle. And hey, look at that. Good morning, Lauren. Lauren is now with us. So we've got at least 4 time zones represented here. And so excited that everybody's made the time to be able to join us. Lauren, are you able to jump in? I saw that you joined. No problem.
I think I'm so sorry about that. Super fun fact, this is the first time in 7 months that this has happened, of working from home. So now I'm waiting on the dogs to bark. That hasn't happened either. I'm Lauren. I'm on the agent team, but kind of a different team than Michael's on. My team, and we'll call them fun emails, basically not support. But so thankful for your time today. I don't want to regurgitate anything Michael's already said, but patient a little bit more in that we are able to do this more and more. We want to hear from you. So check your email us back. We're always trying to answer your messages on social and all of that. And so we really want this to be a two-way street and just lots of communication. So again, I'm sorry for my I still don't have Wi-Fi. I don't know what's going on, but back to you, Daddy.
Hey, we can hear you and see you. So the video's working. You might be a little bit choppy, but hey, glad to have you, Lauren. Glad you're back. So wanted to real quick just kind of give everybody an overview of where we're heading. Actually, before we go there, I will introduce myself as well. Just like the slide says, I'm the director of the agent experience team. I've actually had the opportunity to be here at Field Agent for about 10 years, just past the 10-year mark. And so Field Agent launched in April of 2010, and I joined the team in August of 2010. So fun fact is that I actually started in a different role on the agent experience side of the business, doing QC and support, and so I've held several different roles over the past 10 years, but really excited to be back on this team and having the opportunity to lead this team. And yes, so on a personal note, I've been married to my awesome wife, Amy, for 12 years, and we have 3 kiddos. We've got 3 daughters, Lucy, Anna, and Ruby, and they are all incredible. But yes, just to give you a quick update on my team, I've had, like I said, I've had the opportunity to lead this team, our agent experience team, for about a year now, and have really enjoyed that. And so if you've ever connected with support. If you've ever had any issues or had any questions and talked to anybody like Ruth or Miles or Lila or any of the other team members, you've had the opportunity to connect with them, and I'm sure you can attest and affirm that they've been able to provide you with world-class service. So that's been our key focus, is to serve you well. And our team also just works cross-functionally internally with our project managers, account managers, finance, growth, et cetera, just to make your lives easier when you're working with the app and with support. And so just to talk through a quick agenda, what we're going to do today during this webinar is, in just a moment, you'll hear from Mark Yount, our COO and president. Then I'm going to give you an update on app releases, as well as some insights with regards to the invitation program and feature that we have in our app. And then Lauren is going to talk through taxes, W-9s, 1099s, things of that nature, as well as a drawing for $100 that somebody that is in this meeting is going to get to win today. And so excited about that. And then we'll close up with some Q&A. So if you have questions throughout, feel free to add your questions in the chat box, and we'll get to those soon. And so just to do a quick introduction of Mark. Mark has been on our at Field Agent and has been working with our co-founders for about 15 years now. And so he has been working on a few different organizations, but has been primarily focused on Field Agent for about the last 10 years. And so he's been a huge champion of our agents and our clients alike. And we've all appreciated his servant leadership of our organization, and we're excited to hear from him, and I'm excited to introduce him. I did just see that it looked like Mark might have also had technical difficulties moments ago. Mark, are you back? Look at that, Mark is here. So Mark, I'm gonna hand off the reins to you, and appreciate your update.
Michael, just quick sound check. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, awesome. Well, hey guys, first of all, thank you for taking time out of your day for this. This is our first time to do this, so you'll probably see some type of survey afterwards to understand how we did, technical difficulties or not. Was this helpful? We appreciate everyone for tuning in. It looks like we're going to get over 300 people probably while we're here, which is just so humbling for us. Field Agent's headquartered in Arkansas, believe it or not. For the majority of you who have never been here, the state actually has a lot to offer, and we're in a really neat part of the Ozark Mountains, near a couple corporate headquarters that got us started in our business. So a little bit of background, Field Agent kind of was birthed, Michael said, 10 years ago. But, you know, for me and a few other folks that were in a room thinking of this idea, you've got to get your head wrapped around this world that we're all unfamiliar with, which is, we've forgotten about, I should say, which is pre-iPhone, actually pre-selfie, pre-smartphone. It was literally just a concept of, there's a lot of people out there like you guys that could be making a few extra bucks while they're out and about, providing great feedback to, at the time, who our clients were. And who would have thought the technology, the timing lined up, this thing called the gig economy, and crowdsourcing became a real thing, and we were on the right wave, and you guys have been a big part of that. So it's been a decade. We're ready to relaunch and reinvent a lot that we're doing. And a lot of that's going to come from the side of the business with the agents, with you guys, with folks that have downloaded our app. I hope you're seeing we're reaching out to you more often to get feedback. We're trying to learn from things we've messed up on in the past. We're trying to learn from things we've done well. So keep the feedback coming. We cannot learn without you guys. That includes this meeting and much more beyond that. We're getting great feedback from everyone about how we can improve. You know, I don't know if you guys know this, but for context, we've had over 2 million people download our app in the last 10 years across 8 different countries. So there's a lot of you guys out there. There's a lot of people that have dug in and said, this is pretty neat. It's a pretty neat way to do some fun and challenging things as I'm going through my routine. You know, one thing I wanted to touch on is that's kind of the past, but the future is we're growing, and we have been, but I think we're hitting a new level of growth that should be fun for all of us. the more clients that use us, that dig into our business and love what we're doing, the more fun opportunities we can provide for you guys out in the field as well. A couple examples of that, you probably see different types of things inside the app. If you haven't noticed, there's a lot more things like clients using us to have you guys try product and give feedback. You'll see those as buy and tries or product trials or ratings and reviews inside the app. But that's a big part of our business that's growing. And we've gotten some great feedback from people saying, I like getting a bounty and free product. And most of the stuff's pretty fun stuff to try, to taste, to use at home. A lot of beer and alcohol audits out there that a lot of you guys are fans of, and other product trials. I know that there'll be more of that coming. So look out for more things like that. New products we're going to launch out there for our clients that allow you guys to have more opportunities. So bottom line is, as we grow, we get to grow with you guys and provide more opportunities. You know, I spoke about 2 million downloads, but we still get organically almost 5,000 downloads a week of people that want to do something fun and exciting and rewarding on their smartphone, and give back a little bit to not only our clients, but also to their families and their situations to make a little money as well. So thank you for doing that. We hope to continue to grow, but still provide enough opportunities for everybody. Last, I'm excited about today. I love that we're doing this. I hope to have more coming. Thank you for being here. It means a lot that you guys would take your time today to do this. Feedback is key, like I said, but keep it coming. And the one thing I want to end with is a commitment from our side. Is there have been times and seasons over the last 2 years that some of you guys have been with us that, you know, we have not done a great job of staying close to our agent base and learning from them and providing amazing support and service. I hope you're seeing that change. And we're committing to making sure it feels much more like an individual experience, and not that you're just this part of a sea of 2 million downloads, but that each of you not only has a voice, but also has the ability to tap into us and our team and know what's going on. Michael, we're getting some feedback, by the way. That was my closing, but I think we're good. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here. I'm excited to see what we learned today. And Lauren, that might be your mic. You need to mute. Sorry. First time, guys. Thanks for being awesome with us. Michael, can you kick Lauren out? Like, at this point, she's adding no value to this meeting. I'm just kidding. I'm going to hand back to you guys and let you jump in and have a blast with it. Thanks for being here. We just crossed 300. We're at 307. So appreciate everybody logging on. Thanks, Michael.
Yes. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate that update and appreciate the encouragement. Mark, we'll let you jump out just for the sake of the broadcast and everything there. We'll let you step out and log off as a presenter. You can just jump back in as a participant. So hopefully that'll help us out on the connection there. Yeah, thanks, Mark. Appreciate you. Okay. Looks like Mark left. Lauren's back. Welcome back, Lauren. We're gonna get there.
Wow.
No.
Oh man, wow. Anyway, I'm here and I'm ready to talk.
I'm glad you're back. But hey, I'll take the first set of updates, and then Lauren, I'll transition to you momentarily. And so, I don't know if anybody else noticed. I appreciated seeing that banner. You know, when we all started working from home about 6 months ago, Mark cleverly and creatively snagged one of the banners we had at the office and hung that in his at-home office. So just to confirm, many of you are also working remote now, working all over the place, and so we are as well. We're spread out across Northwest Arkansas and across the country, and so yeah, we're in it. And so let's transition now over to some updates. I want to give you an overview of our app releases and kind of explain to you how those work, and then give you some highlights of what we've recently rolled out and what we'll be looking to roll out very soon. So with rollouts, we have a primary philosophy that we're always just looking to make your experience better. We're trying to make your experience smoother. And so we're always moving fast. Sometimes, and most times with rollouts, There's always going to be some bug or some glitch that might make its way through, but we're always working hard to improve your experience and to make your experience with the app better and faster and make it more effective for you. And so, like I had mentioned, if we ever have issues, we ask that with those bugs that you do, like Mark said, let us know. Give us that feedback, as well as have patience with us. We hear you and we care. If you've worked with our team, you'll know that we're always working hard to reply quickly and make sure that you are heard and that you are cared for, that we honor you in that, and we'll pass that on to our dev team and work to get that updated. And so one of the things that we wanted to highlight is that recently, a few weeks ago, we were able to roll out an exciting rollout that had some great features on it. And I won't go into too much of that detail, but really wanted to just highlight with you that we did create some new views for viewing tasks in the app, as well as display sorting and formatting there, that we're really excited about. And so, like I said, I'm not going to go into that too much, but some of the exciting pieces that were also included on that hopefully you've been able to see is that we've been able to effectively reduce the amount of times that you might see those errors, the job already taken errors that everybody is so not fond of. We understand, and so we're working really hard to get rid of that in those error messages, as well as that disappearing job opportunities issue. And so we've made some great progress there, and I'm sure that we'll continue to work hard on that. And so with that, wanted to highlight part of this most recent release that came out this Monday is the font size fix. Some of us had with iOSs or iPhones experienced the font size issue, had some difficulty reading there. And so you guys let us know about that. And thankfully we were able to turn that fix around quickly and get that rolled out. As well as for the Android, there was some voice to text issues, as well as multi-line text and swipe to text. And so great news is that we heard you on those and got those fixed and rolled out this week. So we hope that you have a great time experiencing the app without those issues. And then to jump into some more fun things that we've been able to roll out is the group by location. So if you already know that you're going to a specific area and that you're going to be at a certain location, you can now view tasks at a specific location. And so we're really excited to be able to provide that and to highlight that so that you can have a more effective and efficient experience in the app. And part of that also is a quick reserve. Historically, everybody, well, maybe not everybody, but you'll know that you can swipe to the right in order to hide different tasks that you may not be interested in. But the good news is that you can now swipe to the left over a task and quickly reserve it and so you can bypass and skip extra confirmation pages. So I hope that you get that update soon, and if you haven't already, and can enjoy that feature. Additionally, we have added a new icon. You'll see that green icon that highlights when there is a reimbursement connected to a project. And so you'll be able to see that and have that affirmation that, if we ask you to purchase a product within a program, you'll have the opportunity to be reimbursed for that. All right, switching gears a little bit, wanted to bring back up invites and highlight some of the learnings that we've had here. This is not particularly a new feature, but part of what we want to do with this webinar is to just help encourage you and to maximize your experience with Field Agent and with the app. And so one of the ways that we want to do that is just to reintroduce to you invites. This isn't, like I said, it's not a new feature. But it's one that we have been researching more lately and wanted to share some findings. Historically, we've heard from agents that have said, I don't want to invite anyone because that will just mean more competition for me. And in some sense, of course, there is some truth in that. And so some of the good news there, if you have friends or family that might be interested in Field Agent and you invite them, we have learned that those people that have been invited end up earning about 88% more. So almost twice as much as those that became agents organically by downloading it on their own. And so you can see that there's value there for the person that you've invited. But what really blew our mind is the insight into what we found with those agents that are doing the inviting. We have learned that those agents that do invite other agents, that share in the experience with other agents, end up earning over 5 times more than those that don't invite others. And so that's pretty remarkable. We're looking at 562% more on average than agents that are not utilizing that functionality. And so some of that is because there is a bonus there. When you invite a friend, you will earn 10% as a bonus, 10% of what they earn up until you hit that $10 mark, which is great and a great bonus for you. But we've also learned that there's just a huge value in the social side of it. That if you're working alongside of a friend or a family member that knows that you're utilizing Field Agent, you end up being more engaged and more consistent with the work. And so honestly, we can't guarantee that this is the outcome for you by any means, but we did just want to highlight what the data is showing, just to highlight that and to hopefully encourage you to be invested and to share your experience with your friends and family and things of that nature. And so speaking of earnings, things of that nature, I now want to hand it over to Lauren. And great, I see you just popped on and it's working, and I'll hand it off to you to talk through taxes, W-9s, 1099s.
Great. So real quick, I am not a tax expert and this is not legal advice. Want to preface that real quick, but we do want to help you best operate within Field Agent. So you have probably asked yourself, should I claim my taxes as a Field Agent earner? And that is definitely up to you, but we want to encourage you to shoot for the moon when it comes to doing jobs within Field Agent. So as you probably know, if you have made over $500, we will send you a form via tax1099.com. And just so you know, this is a verified, trusted partner resource. I personally have had to use this before and everything turned out fine. I know the internet at times can seem sketchy. You don't want to put this information out into the world, but I promise that it is great and hopefully nothing bad will happen. But so when you get that form, we do need you to remember that the link will expire. So you need to fill it out. Once you hit that 500, fill it out and get it back to us, because when you hit 550 and you haven't filled out the form yet, you won't be seeing jobs anymore after that. So we just really want to help you reach your full potential within the app. And the best way to do that is to get the form and fill it out. If you have some super intense questions about this, please reach out to us. You'll see an email address at the end of this. We are definitely here to help and to encourage. And we don't want you to be scared of something like this. Also, it is totally up to you. If $600 is your limit and you just don't want to do it, then make sure you come back next year and keep earning. And again, if you have questions, please reach out and we will definitely help you the best we can. And just remember that this is the best way to operate within our app, which should bring us to what you've all been waiting on, because we are almost out of time. We want to make sure we are able to answer a few questions if possible. So we're just going to do a randomized drawing super quick. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. How about Jane Morgan? Are you here? Jane Morgan. Jane Morgan? Please reply, Jane Morgan. Chat if you're here. I think she's here. There she is. Okay. Jane, we will be in touch today to make sure that you get the prize drawing. So now we want to, Gaddy, you need to turn your sound on. Want to make sure that we answer some questions. You guys are so nice congratulating Jane. I love reading this. This is so encouraging. So questions real quick. I'm going to scroll through. Gaddy, did you see any that you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Let me speak one. I think that Jenny and some others have talked about payment features and PayPal, things of that nature. Know that that is one of the areas that we're focusing on in making or streamlining those features for you. And so I can't make any guarantees with regards to PayPal specifically, but I can tell you that we are doing our best to make those processes more functional for you and more streamlined and efficient. So it's possible, but I can't make any guarantees with regards to your specific question on PayPal, but I can just highlight the fact that we do recognize that the payment process is a very important stage of being an agent and doing work within the app. So we will be making sure that we can streamline that as much as we can, given that all of the banking regulations and things of that nature, but we want to make it as smooth and easy as possible. So that's a great question. Thanks, Jenny. Laurie and some others, I heard talking about some tasks that seem to appear and then disappear as if somebody took them all and then brought them back. So I just really want to highlight really fast some of how that happens and why that happens. Oftentimes, our clients might say, "Hey, we want to get information or insights back from maybe 500 different Walmart stores or CVS stores, whatever retailer it might be." And they might give a list that's much larger than that. And so once a task fills up and gets closer to the cutoff that the client is wanting, when that 500th task is reserved, all of those other tasks will go away. But if that reservation is canceled or expires or something else of that nature, then all of those tasks are going to be made available again to our agents. And so it's typically around that point, we are doing more on the devs side of things to limit that issue. But we've heard that, we hear you, and we're working hard to limit that and make that an easier process and not as confusing there. So appreciate that. That's a great question.
Yeah. There were a few other fairly detailed questions that I'm not sure we have time to get to. I tried to reply privately to a few of you. If you did not get an answer today and you really want one, please email us. We're going to put the email address on the screen. But there is one question that I can answer. Somebody said, "Will we do this again?" Absolutely. We will do this again. And we will pray for better Wi-Fi connection, and we will figure that out. We hope that you have found this somewhat beneficial, and because I know I have already learned a lot, especially from your questions. It always is giving us something to work on and improve upon. And I love connecting with each of you and just making sure that you can get the most out of the app for sure. So thank you so much for your time today.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's been awesome. Lauren, Mark, thank you guys. And all of you agents that have been here, thank you. Here's some contact if you want to reach out to our teams. If you're experiencing issues with the app, or if you have questions about how to utilize the app, that's where you would reach out to in the FAQ section of the app. You can find a lot of help articles, things of that nature, as well as send in a ticket to connect with our agent ambassadors that would be excited to hear from you and work with you. And so I just realized that email address is not updated. So my apologies on that, miss, but it is not agentoutreach@fieldagent.net for my team. It is simply agent@fieldagent.net. But like I said, you can find that primarily in that FAQ section of the app.
And we are real people checking that email. And some, Michael, several people have asked if we can get some of these slides to them in a presentation somehow. If you email us and you want some of this information for yourself, we will
Sure.
get it. We will get it to you. And just thank you so much for your time.
Yes, everybody, keep an eye out for a survey that we'll be targeting to you later this morning/afternoon. And we'd love to hear your feedback. We'll be targeting that to you in the app. And so we'll also try to provide some of this content in that survey in the app here later on.
Yeah.
So
thank you all.
Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.